Who exactly is Ivory Hicks? Is she a beloved daughter, trusted friend, universal icon, vegan, or the greatest stunt double of all time?
Yes, so one question, what do you think of whenever you think of, or hear the words Ivory Hicks?
Ivory Hicks. Well, that's really all there is to think of.
The greatest stunt double of all time.
In my eyes, Ivory Hicks is the iron balls of the movie industry.
Ivory Hicks has no definition. She's just a word, all on her own, that represents life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Her performance on Bring It On was amazing.
Now, what about her performance in other movies such as E.T. and Old Yeller?
I mean, you couldn't even tell the difference. I mean, it was just amazing how everything just came together, I mean, there was main actors in those films, but to me, in my eyes, the spotlight was on Ivory Hicks.
Thank you.
Most know Ivory Hicks as a stunt double, but also, she was a pop culture icon. This is the story about the sensationality, the daring, the courage, the beauty, and determination of a rising star. This is based on a true story.
Somewhat true story.
Okay, somewhat true story. We don't know all the facts. This is the story of Ivory Hicks, the greatest stunt double known to man. Ivory's first big break came when her father noticed an ad in the newspaper about Welch's grape juice company needing a young spokesgirl for a commercial. She was included in the part shortly after auditioning.
Well, first off, I was promised a bottle of wine to do this interview, so,
Hey, someone
Let's get it over.
Someone get him a bottle of wine.
now I can begin. I mean, where do I start? I mean, one day I was looking through the newspaper and she nagged me every day about being an actress, wanting to make the big money, and, I was just telling her she needs to drop out, work the farm with the family, but no, she wanted to be an actress. And, well, this one day I was looking through my newspaper and I seen that Welch's needed a new great drink girl, whatever, one of them things. And, so I said, honey, where you at? And she came running, and, well, I said, honey, it looks to me like they need an actress for the Welch's girl. How about we get the van powered up, and, let's go give him a little visit. Well, I mean, I wasn't, around her per se, but, the thing that probably rocketed her career early off was the fact that she was such a big hit in the Welch's commercials. I mean, those commercials were universal. I mean, ask anybody who hadn't seen that commercial. It was awesome. It was catchy. I mean, I loved it. Who doesn't like a little girl talking about juice?
Ivory Hicks was also used as a stunt double in various action movies such as Star Wars and Terminator. In Star Wars, she was used in place of Yoda, and in Terminator, she was used in place of the Terminator.
Her performance on Bring It On was amazing. I mean, she did all the flips, she did all those little flippies in the air, and it was amazing. That's the reason, as the little girl, I went into cheerleading, because her performance in Bring It On was just so mesmerizing. I just wanted to be just like Ivory Hicks. To this day. I mean, to this day, I want to be like Ivory Hicks.
No, you kind of look like the last guy that we interviewed. Something about you.
Yeah, no. You silly muffin. Weeks and weeks after time. I mean, you're still number one on the charts. I mean, it's amazing. But I hear you dedicated your whole album in the memory of Ivory Hicks. Is this true?
Yes, actually. You see, I dedicated it to her because she was the one thing that kept me going when I was just a wee child. Both my parents, I can't talk about this on camera, but I could not go to an orphanage because in my hometown, in my home country in Russia, we don't have orphanages. The closest orphanage is in India. I mean, who wants to go to India anyway? But I dedicated it to her because she's just an amazing stunt double slash actor. She looks like every single person she plays as, and it's just amazing. She was the one thing, count it, one half fun thing that kept me going when I was a child, okay? That's why I dedicated it to her.
So what about the money that you got from the Welch's commercial? What'd you do with it?
Well, you know, the Hicks, we aren't doing that well, you know, money-wise. It's a government thing. And, well, with Ivory's success of the Welch's grape juice commercials, we just, we got this double wide, you know, trailer. You know, it's real nice. I got my tractor to pay off. Just all kinds of other things. So I pretty much got a money settlement off the whole Welch's thing. It was pretty big, it was on the news and everything, but what do I care? What do I care?
Well,
as you can see, you know, we're a pretty happy family. You know, where, you know, there's our little portrait right there. And, you know, me and my wife always got along real well. And, you know, I always tried, you know, to get along with the kid, tried to be a good role model. You know, always, you know, thinking first. You know, I never went around drinking. You know, I was always, you know, made sure my kid was in the right place.